day. I mean, they were telling, I hope you die,
right.
You know, because he was on the left and he didn't take the social justice stance on being a game critic out there. In fact, he went out and said, you know what, most of us are full of shit because we're getting alien computers just to review one game and get to keep them. You know, what kind of review can you do then? Only a good one.
And that's where his integrity came
that's
from.
really
that's where people really got it from.
That's how I'm gonna remember him.
Yeah, we are good to go.
TotalBiscuit.
TotalBiscuit to you, my friend. Thank you for everything, honestly. You know, he's one of those guys that, like, I didn't even realize I knew as much until today.
Yeah, you said one of those guys, like, if you didn't even want the whole Gamergate thing or involved with
that
this
part
stuff.
didn't nothing.
Yeah,
when I was looking him up today, and I realized
he's come in your social media
he was so
thing.
integral to Blizzard. He was so big with Blizzard, and he was so big with the Hearthstone and WoW community, and that's where I remember him from. And I didn't know that I knew him, but I mean, for WoW players, for Hearthstone players, he was really important with the whole consumer aspect of it, telling us what to get, what's why, and all these things. And I'm gonna miss him for that.
No, I mean, he was influential, and the thing that was important to me was, yeah, why not? The thing that's important to me is, look, this is a guy that I didn't agree with his reviews. I didn't agree with his politics. I even went as far as complained about him a couple months back when he had that guy called Woke Up Because the Trap's Gay, and he completely threw a fit. I mean, come on, lighten up, bro. But as far as integrity is concerned, and you know what I think about journalists.
Yes.
He was the first liberal figure that was completely transparent about Gamergate, and he was punished by the left because of it, and he stuck to his guns.
It's hard to go against the conviction of your own agenda.
Yeah,
it's not an easy thing.
Well, I don't think. I think there's a lot of guys. It wasn't his agenda.
No,
anymore.
But it was on the left. You know?
Well, I think in politics. Well, I mean, I think they've gotten so extreme that even I don't know if like the things like pronouns and you know, checking your privilege. I don't think
not everybody goes extreme.
Yeah, not
that's
everybody
extreme.
Not everybody can jump on that.
No.
I think it's wild. So whereas he might be for like socialized medicine or something like that,
which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, it's not fine.
It's
not fine, but
no, the idea behind it.
No, the idea is certainly up for debate.
Yeah,
no, it's not an extreme, especially living in Europe, right?
See, I can't get this to go in front. It really pisses me off.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I'm sorry about that.
You're reading the comments, so.
Yeah, no, but I mean, when we get like a donation or something, for some reason it's in the back. It's not in the front. I can't get it to go in front. I've been trying to fix this for a year, and I can't get it to go in front.
God, it's been about a year. Right?
That's fucking ridiculous.
Cannot get this last summer too.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
It was
towards the end of summer.
Yeah.
And it was funny how it started too, because we met you started filming at the train station, and you filmed us walking up and meeting one another. It was been a while, and like, so what do you want to do? We had no plan that day. What do you want to do? I was like, you want to go get
went to the video game store, which I go to all the time now,
and then it was like, you want to go get coffee? We should film it.
Yeah, so, no, and then we did it on Twitter. We actually shot the whole thing on Twitter. Yeah. And it's a lost episode, actually.
The first part, yeah. And then when we came here, it was
people were bugging out.
Film it. It was cool.
Yeah, that was listen, but because didn't we try to film when Real Talk was here? So it was probably before Real Talk got here.
No, we filmed here.
Yeah.
But it wasn't breakfast and beer. It wasn't anything like that. We were just using Periscope.
Oh, so we had probably he already came here and left, and we're like, well, let's try it again.
Well, it wasn't even that. It was really weird how it happened, because we went to the video game store, and then
we got a donation.
Like, you want to get a coffee?
We have no idea. Well, we could shout them out. We hit the bell. We'll shout them out.
We'll see it. Yeah.
We'll shout them. We'll hit the bell, and then we'll shout them out at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we appreciate all the support and everything, guys, as always.
And then we kind of like, well, maybe we can
like,
make a little scratch from it. And I hated the first episode.
You did.
Absolutely hated the first episode.
And people loved it.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because Verse told me. I thought because I went to kind of bitch to him. I was like, I hated that episode. He's like, oh, I liked it. I'm like, you? Yeah, because me and him are on the same page. He's like, no, I really liked that. I'm like, I didn't.
Almost everybody did.
You know, and then I liked everyone after that.
Oh, yeah.
Except when we had tech problems.
Yeah, which is beyond
I liked everyone after. I like all the wild stuff that happened out there. The crazy German guy,
we had
the beer falling down, all that stuff. I really dug it.
The lady,
crazy lady.
And to answer Blitzwolf's question real quick, we're going to answer a lot of stuff in the chat, but this isn't the last breakfast and beer Tommy and I are going to do. It's just going to be last for a while.
This is a farewell of
sorts. I'm going to be back in about 3-4 months from now. I'm leaving on Tuesday to go back to the States and get situated there, but I'll be living in both places. So
it's kind of going international.
Yeah, we're going to kind of do...
I wouldn't even be against... I mean, it's kind of stupid, I guess, because it's not me and you, and bringing other people in, it'll split the show, it's 7 different days. But I would not be against... making it go worldwide, giving people different podcasts over the same concept. Yeah, I like it. It probably won't work because you need rocks.
Well, can you imagine
But I just like the idea anyway. So
I've always liked the idea.
Cheap project.
It is. It's cheap. It's fun. And can you imagine like breakfast and beer, like a little offshoot of it in Australia?
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking like, yeah.
It could be cool. And then every time that I come back here,
popular month, we'll just take all the money. You know?
We'll franchise it out.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
I had the same thought.
$10,000, and then you get access to the web page. 10K, and you get packed to the web.
I don't know if we're quite there yet.
Yeah, I know.
But shoot for the moon, baby. Shoot for the moon.
Well, back to TotalBiscuit.
Legend.
He was.
Would you put him on Mount Rushmore of YouTube?
No, maybe game critic. So
He
might have been degrading critic.
Yeah.
Critic.
Yeah, the quintessential
Not
guy.
YouTube, but definitely.
I mean,
I think he's one of those guys. All right, he was a YouTuber, but there was more going on there. You know what? I'm a YouTube streamer at the end of the fucking day, but I don't really have my foot in other places.
No, not the way you did.
You know, so inevitably, I was interested to see the way he would handle it. Of course, about 2-3 years ago, was I? Yeah.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah. TotalBiscuit had made sort of I never heard, I only saw it in writing. And it was something along the lines as Keemstar is in news. Keemstar not being able to, is that? Oh, Mubot, okay.
Yes,
somebody else. I thought somebody else. Not being able to take any type of slight. And this is before it was at Keemstar. It was like Keemstar X, you know. His handle on Twitter was like Keemstar X.
Original flavor.
Not being able to take anything.
No slights left.
The meme came as like, I liked you. Summer, I liked you. I don't know why you had a problem with me. Because he took it personally. It's like, and something like, I'm not news, but of course, I can't wait to, what am I going to say next time? I don't even remember what got him there. He's like, I can't wait to report your death. Yeah. And then it was quite possibly the most unbelievable thing. I couldn't believe that he was, and this is long before we were friends, but I was a fan, and I'm thinking, this guy's out of his mind.
It was so
cold. That's a death knell, and that's when I realized, like, not on the internet.
No.
On TV, you're done. You're never seen or heard from again.
Depending on who you are on the internet. Like we've seen people get ruined by things like that, but that's when they're grandstanding. It's when they're like the Shay Carls of the world. Look how great the life is.
I mean, he was angry. He was obviously angry that
he was not a preacher in the whorehouse type situation.
No.
He's a scumbag in a scumbag house, and then he did something scummy.
I'm sure he regrets saying that.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, he showed that today.
Yeah. And it was a horrible thing to say from a guy who put up with a lot of crap in Gamergate. Like people were openly wishing him dead. Back in the day, I mean, they were telling, "I hope you die,"
right.
Because he was on the left and he didn't take the social justice stance on being a game critic out there. In fact, he went out and said, "You know what? Most of us are full of shit because we're getting alien computers just to review one game and get to keep them. What kind of review can you do then? Only a good one."
And that's where his integrity came
that's really
that's where people really got it from.
That's how I'm gonna remember him. Mm-hmm. It's just somebody with a lot of integrity that I may have disagreed with.
He pushed a lot of merch because people trusted that because of situations like that.
Yeah. I mean, you're always getting a fair shake of TotalBiscuit.
Yes. Every time.
And of course, Keem, tweeted today that I didn't like him, he didn't like me, but I had a lot of respect for the community, and boy did he get hammered in that thread.
Unfairly, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think unfairly.
I think so too, because if he doesn't say anything, it's cold, right? I would probably left it off drama alert, to be honest with you. If he doesn't say anything, it's cold, all right? If he says something and doesn't mention the other thing, then it's like, hey, remember what you said? And then if he sort of references it, then he's screwed too. Right. So it was, but I think he meant that, and he says, look, we don't like each other. They didn't like each other.
No.
And it's so funny. It kind of goes to King's thing, like what got him in trouble. And I keep remembering that conversation I had with him, like, just talking about our roles on Baited, like, you're the bad guy, Khan's a good guy, and I'm like the neutral one. Are you saying I'm a bad guy? Like, no, I meant metaphorically. And then he found out, like, Keem really hates when you don't like him.
Oh, he does.
He really hates when you don't like him. So, like, when TotalBiscuit says, I don't like him, or I don't like his product, like, it's not like me, like,
right, yeah.
Okay, fine, whatever, Well, TotalBiscuit doesn't like me. He's got to get you back. But in fairness, the tweet, there's no way he could win. And I think it was an honest tweet. Look, we don't like each other, but I respect him.
Well, it's kind of funny. Over the last couple of years, one thing that I think we can agree on Keem is he's kind of embraced more of the bad guy role.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem to have that same hang-up that he had before.
Because he doesn't think he'd be taken down.
Yeah, it does help to feel bulletproof.
But he's calmed down, and in recent weeks.
Well, because he's crossing over. Here, at least he's attempting to. He's trying to bridge that gap. I mean,
is he really crossing over?
He even confirmed it himself in your chat. Yeah, when you said, you're doing normie stuff now with that mom.
Oh, was that what he said? I didn't even know that.
That's what I'm going for, Tommy. That's what he put in.
No shit.
Because that's what
Wasn't he bitching at Casey Neistat? He's not even a YouTuber anymore. Just a little year and a half ago.
Wait, you mean Keem might be doing something hypocritical? No. No. As he realizes where the money is. The money is crossing over.
That's the thing. I don't have a problem crossing over. I mean, Bitches and Bieber did the same thing. Good for him. I like. Although he doesn't really go around calling people normies, though. No. In fairness.
Who, Keem?
No, he doesn't do that.
I've seen it. Well,
but that one. Well, that's just for people on his timeline. But no, he doesn't call people normies. But he has the criticism of Casey Neistat sticks in my head.
Yeah.
That you're like, you're beyond us, and you're not one of us anymore. So,
and that's like a detriment to Casey? No, Casey's a hustler, man. I mean, like, you gotta give Casey credit regardless. I mean, he's done a lot.
I didn't like him at first, but he's earned my respect over time.
Yeah.
I don't like his. How many drone flights can he? Do you like his content?
No, I never have.
No, I haven't.
But I like.
It's funny. I like his commentary better than any of his content.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in what he has to say and what he thinks.
Yeah, his vlogs interest me to the aspect of zero, but I don't like vlogs.
I don't know how he became such a rich entrepreneur with that face either. That's impressive.
When you look like a worse version of Sean Penn, yeah.
I know. Looks like you got hit in the head with a sledgehammer.
You look like Sean Penn from the AIDS movie? Yeah.
You know the thing is about Casey. One thing, whatever he said. He started gaining my respect because he made that ridiculous anti-Trump commercial, which was over the top stupid. I think he would agree with it now. But he was so, when Trump won, he was so magnanimous.
Right.
And I was like, wow, that's just really cool. And I kind of switched my opinion of him.
Because he seems like a guy who, while he has his agenda, he has his worldview, he has all that, he's not bound by it, and he can accept reality.
H3H3 was the same way.
Yeah.
I wish more Democrats were like, I guess we lost, we'll give it the next time.
I wish more people were like that.
Yeah, no, H3H3 was the same
reality.
way. Well, to me, though, when you start seeing behavior like that, you got to question, maybe I'm in the wrong party.
Right.
Or maybe, maybe not, I don't want to say it's the Republican Party, but this may not be for me.
This may not. It may not work out. Did we order yet? Food?
No, I don't think they've asked us.
I'm just wondering. I'm fat and I'm hungry.
Shao.
IPAs today. Punk
IPAs, which, by the way, they have in London, too.
Fantastic. Oh, do they really?
Yeah, they have them all over
really
London.
Good beer.
Yeah, Punk IPAs. I'm kind of hooked on them now. But they're like 5 pounds, like 520, something like that.
Oh, yeah? You know what I found out that I didn't know? I didn't realize, or at least I never appreciated how cheap beer was here. Until I hung out. No, it's way cheaper there because all they drink is Bud Light. Yeah, they drink water. But no, Carl, when I hung out with Carl Gibney in Frankfurt the other day, we were paying like $8 for 2 big old beers. Yeah, and he was like, I'm not used to paying that.
Ireland pisses me off because it's not like going to London or anything. It's essentially a poor country that just soaks their poor. Yeah. Whether it be on cigarettes or whatever. Oh, that's why it's all screwed up. People talk about Sweden and shit, like going to hell. Ireland's on its way.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I don't say that with any kind of.
No, you're a self-reflecting.
I'm not
Irish American.
Yeah, I'm Irish American. I don't want to be Irish. I'm the Irish American.
Only Irish when you have the cabbie hat on.
Yeah, then I look the part.
Giving Sami Zayn a run for his money.
I like Sami Zayn.
It's kind of a Total Biscuit thing. It's kind of like put a wave of like darkness over the whole day a little bit. It's sad.
For sure.
It's really sad.
For sure.
It's a difficult thing.
I'm glad he's out of pain. I can't imagine what he's been through in the last 4 years.
Like 4 years now, and then like at one point he thought he had it. Thought he had it licked. It was in remission, and then it metastasized right into his fucking liver.
Stephen King says, "Whoever gets hit with the cancer stick."
Yeah.
That's why I smoke.
Right.
I'm serious.
No, I'm
not joking.
I know you're not.
Like, who gives a shit?
Because
I bet TotalBiscuit didn't smoke.
It's that one disease that does not go down in percentage.
No.
It just keeps going. With the population growth, it goes up.
It's God's way of saying, "Figure this out, motherfucker."
Right. Let's see how you do with this. All your man-made shit be damned.
Yeah.
It's a scary thing. I mean, like almost everyone in my family I've lost.
You get picked eventually.
Yeah. Just how long can you avoid the lottery?
You get picked.
It's the one lottery you don't want to win for a while.
Yeah.
It's not the last leaping lizard, you dickhead. He's my budget Dolan Dart.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I can make a friend here, which is probably rough because I'm kind of a jerk. Very few people can tolerate my ass. You're laughing because you can barely tolerate me. No, that's true.
Look,
we've had problems.
We're both very exhausting individuals.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But look, man, reality.
I'm probably a little worse than you. I'm exhausting for different reasons.
Look, man.
You're overly emotional, and I'm a prick.
I've known you 10 years.
Is it?
You are my best friend.
It has been 10 years.
It has been 10 years now. You are my best friend. Good, bad, or indifferent, we balance each other in ways that
Me and Dave got a really big fight last night.
We got a little bit of an argument yesterday. A little bit of an... and once again...
it was really horrible timing.
Once again,
I don't want to talk about it, by the way.
But that's it. Yeah, it's just... It happens every now and then.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we're good for every, 3-4 months it's going to happen.
And it's always small.
That was a rather big one. We haven't had one that big in a long time.
Yeah, it was dumb.
YouTube. It's usually over YouTube.
But what happened? We ended
up.
I
thought I was happy.
No, but what ended up happening? We ended up going and kicking ass on a show once again.
Well, that's the one thing I was like. If I'm concerned, if I know you don't like to do something, I'm always pretty sure that you're gonna give.
You know,
I know they're not going to be able to tell that you don't like it. You know?
I noticed, and I didn't pick up on it at the time because I was tired.
Yeah.
But I noticed when I tell you that I don't like something, you don't like that I don't like it because you don't think I'm going to give you the max effort.
It was the stars aligned.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't think this is not a good business move, and it was the amount of resistance.
Which I didn't even think it was much, but it was enough, and that's cool. It's fine.
Scaring the shit out of me.
Well, yeah, you tend to get fucking scared by me sometimes a little too easily.
No, but I mean, there's some truth when it comes down to biz. Dave's all business.
I try to be. I try to look at it because my biggest problem, and I'm very.
You know another thing too is I reverted to it one time. Like this is years ago. Like when 10 people were listening to Shots My Point a week. We had 10 hit episodes. I'm not even kidding.
I know.
Yeah, we had 10 hit episodes.
And we were doing shows on yours and mine.
Yeah.
Shit,
but there was one time you did this, and you've never done it before since, but I always think about it. I was like, and I made a joke, and you're like, yeah. You're like, you doing this to me on purpose? I was mad. Yeah. But you've never done that before or since.
No,
you've never done that before since. And it was very unprofessional, by the way.
Typically, it's brought to a point where it's like, okay, if something like that does happen, it's because I've
are we talking? That's like 2012.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not happened.
No. But man,
so,
sometimes you don't let go of some of the things for the.
Well, I get mad. It's tough.
It's all right though.
I get mad. It's tough.
You do, and that's all right. I do too. And I can get very stubborn. And my biggest thing is I look at everything way too analytically sometimes, and I look at how things can affect us in 6, 7, 8, 9 months. And sometimes I just need to go with the moment. But right now, with everything that's happening in my personal life, it's hard to look at the moment. It really is hard to look at the moment. But that's not your problem. By the way, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
Crazy man from us. He's one of mine.
Oh, nice. Welcome to the fucking Mush Puff Club. But
Tommy
it's cool.
needs to eat Dave's ass.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, that would be a video. I'm just saying. I'll clean it.
I bet we get on Drama Alert.
They finally bricked each other.
I hate that. Twitch unfollowed your channel.
Oh yeah, we're probably done. Twitch is gonna take us out. What do you mean Twitch unfollowed?
I hate Twitch.
You do hate Twitch. I love Twitch.
I can't really go on a rant here.
Yeah, you can. I don't give a fuck. They you know the weird fucking bad things I've said on this channel? I have nothing.
No, but see, like we're talking about drawing, like that's I didn't think of that when they changed the rules. This show's kind of risky now.
It is, and
it wasn't.
As long as we don't go to.
As long as it doesn't get popular, we're trying to make money.
We don't. You know what? Who might have helped us though?
Right.
PewDiePie may have helped everyone on Twitch, because he did something that typically doesn't happen.
I'll tell you something. The way they're behaving now is, I think it's legitimate sex discrimination.
Oh, there's no question.
I don't say that lightly. You know, I like to see them pay for it. I like to see them be a little scared. And I'll tell you something, this is something I've been wanting to hit you over the head for a long time for. And it actually bothered me at the time. Now I'm not saying all the deliberate. You really came down on Trainwreck, but we never actually had the puck on. I think you were 100% wrong on the Trainwreck speech. He was 100% right.
No, he wasn't.
The delivery was shitty.
Okay.
All right, delivery was shitty.
The delivery method matters. It does.
But not when you're blowing off steam.
If you're an asshole and you're like making it like you're trying to actually lead a physical revolution against people, which he basically fucking said, your message gets lost and you're just an asshole. So what's the point of that? You're not helping
the only reason
anybody.
he apologized is because they were going to take his livelihood away. I didn't buy it, so But I mean, in principle, I think he was correct. This was expected to be one thing, and essentially, the jocks, like the dorks, put it together. The dorks made it work. And then the jocks came. The beautiful people came in, and he's right. That's exactly what's happening on both platforms.
It's media. It's like, here's the thing that bothers me about that. It's like, why is only the dorks are entitled to Twitch?
No, that's not what he's saying.
Exactly
no, it's not what he's saying. He said they're pushing, they're actually they're taking it away from the dorks.
He referenced about how he couldn't get laid in high school. Look what they did. He made it about something so much more
that
deeper.
I agree with you with.
I mean, come on.
No, but it's the principle of the conversation. Look what they're doing to Chad.
Look, there's no question that Twitch is.
And that's what he was talking about.
And I've actually fought against this for a while because I thought that the Twitch really wasn't all that bad, but now it's becoming painfully obvious. And PewDiePie framed it so perfectly where there's no question anymore. Twitch is wrong in how they are reacting towards.
No, I think they're bigots. I think it's bigotry.
Well, they're protecting their money. At the end of the day, I
don't think they're protecting their money. I think it's what Paul says. They have the bias towards women. I don't think
yes, because they are bringing those thoughts, those goddamn booby streams are bringing in.
I don't have a problem. Nobody in PewDiePie said that. I don't have a problem.
I don't have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with it either. The problem is you have one group of people who can do one thing, and you have another group of people that can't.
We see that all the time, though. Whoever
not so much on YouTube. You don't like this.
No, that's not true. The people who bring more fucking value to the table always get preferential treatment.
Oh yeah, I understand that.
And those thoughts
wait a
bring
minute.
in
Whoa. Chad's bringing in way more dough than that,
Chad
bro.
Chad is weird. I don't know
Ice Poseidon was bringing in way more dough, and he cut him off.
No, there are exceptions to the rule.
They will cut you off. It doesn't matter how much money you're making.
I think that they feel they have more control over the women than the men. And the men are more likely to fuck up in a bigger sense than the women. So they protect the women more. It's still biased. It's still wrong.
It's probably illegal.
It probably is. It's
hey, I mean, Soda Papa's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Showed her pussy.
I know.
I don't want to say it loud in here, but she showed her pussy, like, deliberately.
So what chick the PewDiePie called out? I mean, she bent over.
Nah, like she bent over, but...
She showed her asshole, dude. Her asshole was basically out. It was like, there's a brown.
And what did she say? Twitch has always got my back.
She went farther than that. She was like, Twitch did me favors.
That girl has a 90 IQ tops.
You might be being generous.
Yeah.
She might be. She talked about.
I would take this down afterwards, by the way, after I'd done downloading.
Yeah. Probably.
That girl has a 90 IQ tops.
I think they turned on the music because of us.
Yeah? Did they really?
I think so. Yeah. You talk about asshole pussy.
Yes, I am aware of the parody account, and I don't have a problem with it. Other than it is good. That fucking Bert freaks me. The eyes, they're scary. I swear, if I show that to my kid, I cry. So whoever Bert C is, I think it's somebody I know and maybe I'm close to.
We are speculating on who we think it is. We should do like a pool, and let's try to.
I did laugh at this video. Like a lot.
He is funny.
You know what's funny? Like they Tobe sent it to me first, and he was disturbed by it. I think because the character is disturbing.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
But and he says, because I think there's like two camps. Like, it's an enemy. It's somebody very close. It's a rabid fan that doesn't mean it in a bad way. It's
not an enemy. I'm willing to bet money that it is somebody that we both know very well.
Yeah, that's in a circle.
Yes, very, very.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too.
I'm very, very. I'm sure.
I don't think it's Verse making it because I don't think he could make that. But I think Verse knows all the details. How about that?
I think that's fair.
No.
He got mad when I said that.
Uh-oh. Fighting with the beer.
You serving breakfast?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. We're going to do American?
Yeah, I want 2 Americans.
Yeah, can we get 2 Americans? Thank you. Fight that beer.
I would like to have a cigarette. And considering I want to edit, I think I should be allowed to go have a cigarette anytime I feel it.
You've been holding it for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. I will edit
at
this
some
out.
point, we might actually go outside at some point.
Yeah, get like both scenes.
Yeah. Because this is going to be a little bit longer, more than likely.
I promised myself I wouldn't get drunk, and I know I'm going to because I'm already drunk.
I think we're on the way, but
well.
Last weekend, pal.
I still got to pick up my kid. My daughter's coming today.
Oh, yeah.
Not in the car, but
No. It's cool. We'll walk over together. We'll just drunkenly walk down the street and pick up your kid.
My wife get mad at me.
But while Tommy goes to smoke,
usually go home and I'll sleep like 2-3 hours.
Oh, yeah. Oh, probably not a morning slam today. More than likely. I brought back wrestling. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Who wins a fight? Can you start with Tommy? When I was younger, I whipped his ass. I don't know about now.
Depends on the fight, to be honest.
You think I can kick his ass
Street
now?
fight? I think you got him.
I think that's all he knows how to do.
In a ruled environment, I think he outlasts you because now he's been working out.
You kidding? Oh, for now, yeah.
He's been working out.
But if we're both,
I don't know about your win.
both in shape. We're
Yeah,
both
if
I'm at a basic, he don't have a chance.
Oh, God.
Gonna fuck out.
If we can go back in time and put...
I was even looking at myself like when I was just getting out, when I was a little like chunky even for my army standards, I still whipped his ass.
Oh, yeah. Because you were still
I mean, right now, I don't even know because like, I'd definitely get gassed. And I think he realized that too, because like I'm sure he was training real hard and everything.
Right.
And he's like, he probably went up against a 20-year-old dude.
Probably sparred.
And he thought like, because I'm sure I'm pretty sure Keane could defend himself.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm better than this guy, but I could because things don't work as fast as I thought they would work.
Right.
And I think you just wrote, that was the smartest thing to do. I'm too old to fight.
Yeah.
And then guess who came to his rescue? Guess who defended him?
You.
Me.
Because you can understand, because you're older than him.
I don't want to fight him.
No.
To be honest with you. I'll tell you right now, I didn't want to fight him.
More than likely, he trained for a fight.
Here's the problem. Here's the thing. If he challenged me like he did that other guy, the other things, I would have. Absolutely, I would accept the fight in a minute.
You cannot back down.
But I know that I would have to train for a year to even safely get in the ring.
Probably.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think he probably fully intended to do it because there's so much money.
I don't think
no, not with you. Not with you. But I think he fully intended to do it. He trained. He did a sparring session.
And some 20-year-old kid whacked him around.
First round, he was so gassed he threw up.
There you go.
I've been there.
Yeah, I've been there. I did that for a while.
I used to box for a while.
Yeah.
And the first time I boxed, and this was in my prime when I was physically good, like out of high school, football, the whole shebang, right? I got into a boxing ring and I fought around and I threw the fuck up. Because you don't really, unless you've ever boxed and you've thrown a lot of punches.
Those 3 minutes is a long ass time.
You have no idea how heavy your hands get after 3 minutes if you're throwing.
Well, I mean, if you guys remember, within the first minute of KSI, and he trained.
Yeah.
Of the KSI Weller fight, his hands were right at his belly button.
Oh yeah, it wasn't from exhaustion though. I've watched that fight a few times.
He was stupid.
KSI, every time that KSI dropped his hands, it was because Weller, he connected. And so as soon as Weller connected to him,
that's a bad habit when you get hit. You're supposed to.
Yes, but KSI does not like to. This is why I think he's going to get destroyed by Logan Paul, by the way. Because he's got no chin.
It's not good. It's not good if Logan wins that fight, by the way.
I'm not saying it is.
No,
I'm thinking about it only from a betting standpoint. And the narcissist, the raging narcissist that Logan Paul is.
Keep following me on Twitter.
I think he wins his fight. I think he beats Jake Paul.
Get the
I think he beats Jake Paul. I think he's got a better chance against Jake.
Jake was a good wrestler, man.
He was, but Logan was better. Logan's bigger, Logan's faster, Logan's stronger.
But I've heard Jake was no slouch.
No, he wasn't. But I think
Deji's only played soccer.
I think Deji's a better athlete than KSI. He doesn't have to carry around as much. Remember, KSI's bigger than Deji. Yeah. So Deji's a little bit smaller.
I think Deji was a sports guy growing up.
I just got a feeling he's going to do better against Jake than KSI will against Logan. I'm looking at it from a betting standpoint.
What do you guys? Somebody getting knocked out? Because nobody got knocked
there's
out.
no question. Me.
Somebody's getting knocked out.
I'm telling you right now, I'm willing to bet cash. Logan Paul knocks out KSI first round.
Did you scare shit? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He's addicted to it, and he's gonna beat. He's addicted to it, and he's gonna beat people up.
He might.
And he's taking all comers. You want to fight? Scares will fight you. And I'm not joking. Scares will fight you. He will fight you.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. And by the way, and that's our guy.
Yeah. Scarce is ready.
Scarce will fight you.
Scarce has turned me around, man, because you know better than anybody.
Well, I don't know him that well. We're not buddies.
No, but you know me. I did not like Scarce. Remember when we were going to do Catch 33? Yeah. I was ready to roast his ass, remember? I was going to call him when he was supposed to come on Catch 33. And I fully intended to call him out on what he did to the fans when he just disappeared for 3 months. Remember? I was not happy with Scarce.
I was. I got like 30,000 hits off that freaking video when he was gone.
But now it's like, I get it. I understand Scarce a lot better. And your interview had a lot to do with that, by the way. I'm not trying to.
I've been trying to say for months, like
hearing him.
It's so funny because he may have been involved with my downfall and also my revival.
Yeah.
You know, indirectly, both times indirectly.
Yeah. Well, more directly on the.
Look, I have goofed on Scarce relentlessly.
Yeah.
But I've never ever said anything other than he's a good guy. Now, the only thing that bothers me about Scarce is when he gets stories wrong that could potentially hurt somebody.
Yeah. Right? By the way, Scarce.
But he hasn't done
awful.
that in a long time.
But he's still awful though. I'm sorry. He's awful at what he does. Scarce is still. I don't know.
No, but I think Scarce has done something like this. Scarce is self-branded successfully.
Oh God.
Something that I would love to do.
Just because you're bad at what you do doesn't mean you're not incredibly successful and incredibly.
I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's bad.
I can't listen to him. I can't.
Have you watched like when he's actually putting jokes and memes in there?
Yeah, I've been watching.
You don't like it?
Not really.
I like it.
I just like nothing feels natural.
I think it was just a regular guy. No, you kidding me?
Funny
no way,
awkward.
Dude. You know,
it's funny because it's awkward. He's got the awkward humor down. The
funny thing is he's not that awkward offline.
That's what you said, and I find that incredibly hard.
He wasn't that awkward in that interview.
He was not, and it's so fucking weird because it was such a juxtaposition.
I can't believe he trusted me like that.
He did. I
mean, a lot of it I think had to do with like he won't report it, and he didn't. You know.
That was, you know what? The fact that he said that on your channel, that was the turning point.
Well,
for me.
There was another thing.
That was respect.
Well, here's another thing.
He didn't have
Scarce
to say
knows
that.
how to headline. He knows what he's doing. He knows YouTube as well as.
But saying, as somebody who likes to interview people, for an interviewee to say that I came on your show because this guy won't report on it, that could kill an interview. Because you could have took that way more.
I could care less.
Yeah, you don't. But there's a lot of interviewers who can't get past their own selves and would have took that a lot worse. That could have tanked.
Yeah, but I mean, he knows damn well that he's doing me a favor. So.
Yeah, it was ballsy of him to say that. I mean, here's your reason, buddy. It's because Keem won't report on it. It's like,
well, he told me privately. I was the only. Like, remember he put that out there? I'll take an interview.
Yeah.
I was the only one that asked.
Yep. Oh, were you the only one?
If that's what he said.
Now, you said this on the air, so I don't have a problem saying it. But you said this to him, that you thought that he was calling out to you. And
he never answered that.
He said the reason was, that's when he said, Keemstar won't report on it. So he kind of was.
Oh, so
I think he did kind of have you in mind. Because,
well, you know, it's funny because...
do you think everyone was just scared to offer? Because I was,
because I did. It was like a week. You know, guess I didn't even pay attention to it because... I
would have killed for that.
No. Yeah.
I would have killed
I was like...
that.
No, I figured. I thought, first of all, when I heard it, I was like, oh, he's going to like 1,000 sub YouTube. That's what he's going to do. He's gonna give this gift to somebody else. Right. That's not exactly what he wanted, obviously. And I mean, he told me I was the only one in the ass, but was he calling out to me? You really got to put over for the scarcity. Xanthi.
Oh, sure.
Because Xanthi told me right away, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And then he told me like 3 days later. I was like, dude, he's not looking to shout me out. You know, because he's gonna have to shout me out if he doesn't. Right. You know, and like, and he's like, I don't know. And then Xanthi didn't say exactly this, but it was something along the lines of, why don't you just do it?
Right. Yeah.
You know, I'm like, yeah, why don't you just do it? I mean, he's never.
Why not?
Like, Scare sometimes ignores my DMs. You know, not that I'm sending them all the time. You know, I don't want to say, because when he says something like that, it's like, oh, Tom.
No,
like,
but you have balls. You write everybody.
But I don't write them all the time.
No, you don't. But you do reach out to people. Like more
if I see it necessary, like, all right, Mimi was following me back. That's a big follow.
People. I mean,
I wrote it back and said thanks for the follow, and that was it. And I don't.
It's never disingenuous when you do it. You just do it because that's who you are.
Yeah. No, I reach out. I reach out when I think somebody's in trouble. I'll just reach out, and it's funny because I have no golden rule.
Right.
But I think people understand, like, when it comes to stuff like that, there is a golden rule.
Oh, sure.
Just don't fuck me.
That's fucking crazy.
But no, it's oh, light's coming in. That's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was calling out to me because I don't think Kyle thought that, or Xana.
Yeah.
I don't think Kyle thought that, but I started wondering because when I sent him a video, I played my case, and at the end of it I said, if you're trying to shout out a small YouTuber, because I've had my day, and there's no doubt about it, I have.
And at that point,
I was like, I get it, nothing personal, I won't be upset.
Because you were losing at that point too.
What's that? Yeah, but I didn't. When I made that message, I was like, this is the offer, and I forgot about it. Right. So a day later, the first thing was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, and then you said to me, and you know what? I don't think it was ridiculous. Yeah, like Catch 33.
Yes.
And you were right. And
bitter.
then when you said that, I was like, but I agree with you. I was like, yeah, maybe.
I was bitter. I have no problems admitting that. I was bitter when he stiffed us on Catch 33.
Yeah.
Because that was our last ditch. Because that was at the end of the life of Catch 33. We needed that. And not for us. We needed him to show up for Clown.
Yeah.
Because that was the only way Catch 33 was going to keep going. I don't give a fuck about anything else. We get scarce on that interview. I think it gives more life to the channel.
Yeah, I think it just drags it out.
Yes, it was still dying. There's no question. And it is what it is.
You gotta understand, I think, too, like, I think with Catch 33, and we should talk about that, people hated me too much, more than they should have. They didn't hate me like it was X-Pac heat.
No, yeah, it was bad.
It was X-Pac heat. Nobody other than the wrestling people.
No,
I had X-Pac heat from Clowns fans, not Keemstar fans. I had X-Pac from Clown fans.
But Clowns fans are the worst.
No, I mean, whatever.
God.
I mean, whatever. Now but they flipped on me too. Now now I'm okay.
Well, because Clown's the bad guy now. Because Beta did such a good job.
Yeah, I'm gonna smoke. Hearing that pisses me off.
Doesn't it?
Because there's nobody I can. And the worst thing is, the worst thing about that is because you're right. And the worst thing is that it's not a person I can be mad at. It's like a group of people. They hated me. They blamed me, and then. Now the situation. Now I'm a good guy
because of the third-party person.
There's a secret Clown server, and I went in, and I used to go in there nasty to me, and now they treat me like gold.
Yep, it's a funny thing that we have.
Break.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with the chat for a second. You can cut all this. He's mad. He's fucking mad as fuck. Like legit. It was a crazy situation. It's just very sad. Carl G, it's better to let it out than keep it in. Nikita, can someone time out Selena? What did Selena Noah do? What did Selena? I don't know what he did. What did he do?
She did.
No, I don't know. Nikita, don't ask for other people.
Didn't her fan
out.
shoot her? Like
no, that's Selena, the Mexican star.
Okay.
Salinas. Yeah, she did get shot by
her fan. Someone ran her fan club.
No, yeah, the fan club member. She was like,
fuck you,
embezzling.
Santa. Just stay away from me.
He's ahead of my fan club. He made all those damn Blizzard games blow. Oh God, there's no question TotalBiscuit did that. Look. TotalBiscuit was one of the first people in the media that Blizzard embraced, like brought into the fold. He had his own panel at BlizzCon, for fuck's sake. Yeah. It is absolutely insane.
Blizzard makes great games.
Oh,
they make elite.
Yes. Yeah.
I remember thinking, like, when I saw Overwatch commercials, like, they're finally gonna fail. What are they gonna do with a first-person shooter? They're all like, nope. Overwatch is amazing.
Everything they do.
I dare say it's one of my favorite games ever.
And then they went ahead and they did something that really bucked convention.
And I like it better than TF2.
They have their own server. You know, they got the Blizzard, the Battle.net.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't like that. I was like, why can't they just be on Steam like everyone else? You know?
Because they're bigger than Steam.
They are bigger than Steam.
And they don't put out games. They put out games like Clown puts out videos.
But they are events.
Yeah, and they should be.
And you can play them for a long
Now people are like Call of Duty's begging them to put them on Battle.net. Yeah.
I mean, even like Destiny 2.
We're covering all bases today.
Oh, God, yeah, we're just having a go at it. Did you see the Ronda's leaked schedule? No, I did not. That's a wrestling thing. I'll cover that on the Morning Slam.
Mm-hmm. Let's play, what do they want us to talk about?
Yeah, what do you guys want to hear us bullshit about? Oh, hey, do you ever fuck with Humble Bundle? Because you're a gamer now.
Yeah.
I mean, like, do you ever fuck with Humble Bundle? Are you on Humble Bundle monthly? I'm not trying to shit.
No, I'm not getting on it either.
$12 a month, dude.
I have too many games and I get guilty. No, I have too many games. Nope.
You know what the game is for next month, though? The big highlight game?
I'll just buy it. Why?
It's Destiny 2.
I hated it.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Well,
I would. All right.
Yes.
All right. I hate everything. Told me not to get it.
Oh, why? It's way better than the first.
He says it sucks. And he gave me all the reasons.
He hates everything.
No. No, this is a private conversation. I was like, he goes, well, he goes, if you like being bored out of your mind, this is the game for you. That's one of the last
Maybe
things.
Destiny 1.
No, he meant Destiny 2. He's just utter trash. And I said, I didn't watch your video yet, which he seemed kind of irritated on Destiny 2. And I said, and then he said something like, if you hate video games and love being bored, then it's a great game. You know?
I've heard it.
He said something along those lines.
I can't tell you if it's a great game or not.
But he said it with such conviction, and I didn't want to. I was kind of scared because he was doing the get to the point thing.
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
Don't want to piss him off.
I didn't want to piss him off. Exactly.
I like deals, and for $12 a month to get that game.
I'm not saying it's not a good deal. I'm not saying I don't recommend it. I'm saying
but that's not your game, though.
Well, here's another thing people are buying. Well, they have stopped. About it. I'm not complaining about it. I mentioned it. I had people buying me video games in a.
Dankeschön.
I have AAA games that I've never even opened. And that's not right. I mean, I don't want fans buying me games if that's the case. And here's another thing. I bought a lot of games too on top of that. Like Call of Duty World War II. I've played it probably about 3 hours total. That's not good. So I'm sorry.
There were a couple games you kind of bought twice too. Like you bought the big.
I ain't getting Battlefield 5.
Oh, you're not doing it, huh? You're not gonna do the battle royale.
My lesson. And that's nothing to do with the broad being a fucking head of the thing.
Do you think that, aside from you not getting it, do you think that they could actually bring something new to the battle royale scene though? I mean, you're a battle royale player. You play those games.
Call of Duty. I don't know. Call of Duty seems to be like.
Like I'm torn on.
See, I gotta be honest. I like the trailer and everything, but I think the Call of Duty community is so toxic and so angry that they're getting older. I mean, I'm not in the game. Like, I'm going to say something really, really shocking. There's nothing wrong with World War II. Nothing. Nothing.
You can tell
Here's
a story to the end of
Here's the problem. And what were they bitching about? Boots on the ground, right? There's nothing wrong with it. It's a good game, all right? The problem is, it's Call of Duty used to make innovations, and they hit their pinnacle, I think, with Black Ops 3, all right? And there's nothing more that can be done. There's nothing more that can be added. There's not. And here's another thing: is you can't get your childhood back. No. Everybody now that's playing that game is 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All right, and they're trying to be 15 again. You can't.
No, it's done.
So I don't think there's anything wrong with World War II.
It's a franchise problem.
You got what you want, and you still bitched. And so what they're doing now is they're really screwing you, because now they're making you play the games that you won't play because you think you're too much of you don't want to be considered a weeb. Right. They're gonna make you play Overwatch, and they're gonna make you play Fortnite, you know, and Call of Duty. So, can they do it?
Oh, we got some foods.
That quick? Oh, thank you very much. Probably not. It probably won't work. And that's I'll even go this far. If Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is amazing, it will still fail. Yeah, you can just show them that one because
I don't think it'll be a financial failure. I really don't.
I don't think any of them are a financial failure, but fan base ain't gonna satisfy them.
I think people are going to they got a chance here, and because the battle royal thing is hot, right? But they're gonna bring the level class system into it, and I think that might be a little bit of a game changer.
But it's something they haven't seen before, because then they're like Overwatch.
And we got a pancake with it. Daka.
But they're just like Overwatch, and they all hate Overwatch.
Yeah.
In fact, if you play Soldier, Overwatch, everybody says, "Oh, you're a Call of Duty train,"
I'm just gonna put this on here.
Soldier 76. And people start goofing on me because I played Soldier 76.
Really?
Yeah.
So
because it was the most quick-like character.
So if you're not Mercy, they fuck you.
Well, Mercy's a. Nah, but you gotta if you're not they want you to play Diva and unique characters, not just shooting characters,
Yeah, but shooting characters is what we like. It's fun.
Well, some of them, every character has a projectile weapon of some sort.
Right.
But it's not all about, it's about, one of the things that Overwatch did well is what never works with first person anything is melee attacks, but it really, really, really works with Overwatch. And or up close attacks, and they make sense, and they're not just button mashing.
It's going to be interesting to see how it goes, because this is a major publisher that's putting out a battle royale game.
I just wonder why, I'm a little confused with Battlefield, because one of the things, I remember in that was Infinite Warfare came out. Everybody just came in like that was like the tipping point. They call it COD community. Like was because it wasn't Boots on the Ground. It was another space game or whatever. Right. And they went berserk. And then around the same time, Battlefield put their trailer out, and it was World War I. And people were like, "This is the best. This is gonna be better. This is gonna replace Call of Duty." Battlefield's a completely different game than Call of Duty.
God.
You know?
Yeah.
One's a competitive game, another's an online experience.
Right.
You know? And everybody's like, oh yeah, World War I, which by the way is really good. Right? World War I's really good if you have the money, if you can afford it, because it's pay to win.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's not even pay to accelerate.
By the way,
pay to win.
Star Wars Battlefront is good too.
It's a good game.
But it's pay to win, or it was, But
I don't mind pay to accelerate, but I do hate pay to win. You know what I mean?
No, you still only be paying for cosmetics. It can work too.
Ideally, that's the way.
You're not greedy.
And that's why Fortnite is.
I'm telling you, I'm sure Fortnite's made more money than Star Wars did.
Fortnite is making so much money that they're licensing out Avengers shit.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. They put Thanos in the game, for Christ's sake.
And then they're making you pay extra for like ridiculous amounts of money for Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker.
Right.
So it tells you everything you know about EA. And in some ways, like I didn't play World War I for a while, and I had to buy a pack so I could compete and not just get killed right away.
Yeah. It's weird. It's like I can understand. Like, okay, I didn't understand PUBG's success. Like, I didn't get it. I didn't understand why people were going crazy over it because I think it's a irrevocably broken game, essentially. But I get
for it. Broken.
At first it was. For a long time, it felt like it just did not play very well.
They released it too early.
Glitches everywhere, man. It was like watching H1Z1.
No,
shit.
There's another game.
That's where it all started.
Glitches are fun with H1Z1.
Yeah, very fun because of guys like, what's his name?
I had so much fun.
The delirious. I'm delirious.
I missed Mr. Delirious. He don't like me though.
Is he still around?
Still getting a million a video.
Is he?
Still getting a million a video. Faceless unfollowed me on Twitter.
Phased it?
Faceless.
Oh, Faceless.
I was a little surprised, a little disappointed.
Why do you think he unfollowed you?
I don't know, maybe it's just not like what I was doing. I don't know.
So who's your biggest follower right now? Who's the biggest person following you? Mainly because it's competition.
Probably H3.
Who?
Probably H3.
Yeah, fuck. He's probably got more than Gabby. I still hinge on my Gabby follow. My one big one.
H3, yeah.
Oh, there's that Bart Baker guy who follows me. He's got a big following. I don't know why he follows me. But he follows a lot of people. And Gabby doesn't. I still don't know why
Zach Boychuk.
Right. He literally follows everyone. I was so excited when that famous hockey player followed me.
Zach Boychuk.
Yeah, I called up Tommy. I go, hey, man, Zach Boychuk's following me.
He followed you and Debbie before he followed me.
Yeah, and then Tommy's like, he follows everyone, Dave. I'm like, you're an asshole. You ruined everything.
Yeah, he didn't follow me at the time, though.
No, he didn't.
No.
He didn't, and that was funny.
Did.
That was funny.
I should send him a DM. Why you follow everybody? He unfollows me.
Did that get you unfollowed by Zach Boychuk? That's funny.
He's a minor leaguer. He didn't play a little while in the NHL.
Well, his brother played long.
No,
right?
his brother's still part of it. He's a good hockey player too.
He's just a role player though.
Yeah, he did play for the Canes. It's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, I would say. Good type.
Somebody sent me a. I think I told you this. They bet the NHL playoffs.
Yes. Oh, tell that story. They're so good.
They bet odds. They took odds for both the Washington Capitals and the Las Vegas Knights. Probably took them because they probably had the worst odds, and they probably shouldn't have had as bad odds as they did. So
at the beginning of the playoffs, they weren't bad.
Dude, he got ridiculous odds on this.
Oh, he did.
He got ridiculous odds on this.
And he did this in April, by the way.
April. Both teams Stanley Cup final. Both bets are over $300. Minimum, he makes minimum he makes $3K.
$3K.
Minimum he makes $3K.
If the Capitals win,
because you got to count both bets. So yeah, minimum he makes $3K.
Capitals win, he gets
Doesn't
3K.
matter who wins, he makes 3K.
If the Knights win, he gets 5.
So.
It's fucking crazy. What a good bet. That's how you bet. That's how you bet. What a crazy bet.
No, I know what happened. He's a Capitals fan, and then because I think he's from down south, because I have a feeling I know where he lives. He took his own team, right? And then he took the team with like the worst odds to win.
Yeah. Well, they were the hottest team going into the playoffs, too, to be fair.
Yeah, but he probably like me and believe it, and none of the bookies didn't believe it. Bookies didn't believe it either.
I believed it.
Bookies didn't believe it either.
I believed it. I believed it so much that I got sucked into a bad bet with you. That was such a bad bet.
Well, I admitted fault immediately.
It was such a bad bet. I should never took that bet.
What do you mean? You won.
Yeah, I know, but it was a bad bet. You know the odds were in your favor. Just historically.
Oh, a bad bet on your part. Yes, I do. I did think. I thought that's why I was going to take the money. I was going to prove to you that I know this shit.
Right.
And I didn't know this team as well as I thought.
We're incredibly competitive.
But you know what? In fairness, it is a bad bet because this is a freak.
Terrible bet. Yes.
This is a freak. It's a freak of nature.
And we will never see an expansion
Go
draft
Knights
like
go.
this again.
What do they do? Go Knights go.
Go Knights go. Mm-hmm. We will never see an expansion draft like that again.
Never.
It's done. They will kill those rules because it is unbelievable. There's a great. I think it was.
There's always one good goalie around though.
I think it was Greg who did this article on ESPN.
Yeah.
He broke down how the Knights were built, and he goes through every expansion pick and like the thought process.
Everyone's
behind
brilliant. Really?
Well, not all of them are brilliant, but like. The way that I think his name's McPhee, the GM he used to be with.
Did they do analytics picks? They do analytics picks.
They have an analytic guy, one of the top guys in all of the analytics, but it's crazy how they flip some of these picks and like it's really insane. And they're not as fucked next year as I thought they were going to be, because more people are signing long-term contracts than I thought.
Stanley Cup.
They're going to win.
But I tell you something. Whoever wins Stanley loses. I'm going to leave hockey at this, right?
Yeah, right. Can't talk about hockey too long.
The devastation that both teams will feel, all right? It's like there's no like if the Knights lose, they really were a hair off of history.
Well,
we're not just talking the Stanley Cup. We're talking like a Stanley Cup in the 1994 vein, the one that everybody remembers.
Yeah, this is historic.
This is historic. They were inches off of a historic win, and if the Caps lose,
they're just the Caps.
It's Ovechkin. They're just the Caps, and Ovechkin probably might not win a Stanley Cup before he's out of here.
Because the Caps are choking dogs, historically. Choking dogs. They almost choked in this round. They were up 2-0. They won the first 2 games on the road, lost the next 3 games, and then won the next 3.
I got to be honest with you.
Unbelievable.
I think the Caps are going to win.
I don't want to say it out loud, but I think you're right.
Because you come make a comeback like that.
Yeah.
But here's another thing. Then this is another thing wrong. Who's played less games? Who's played less time? And usually the team, and that's the Las Vegas Knights.
You have
Caps. I'll tell you something. Caps gonna have to hit them early. I mean, game 1 and 2.
Yes.
Quick, hard, and fast. Because that's the one advantage that they have over them is they might have been getting soft the last couple of days.
Well, what the Caps have, they got the best player on the ice.
They got a Stanley Cup final. One team usually freezes.
Very true.
And most teams go down to 5.
But they got the best player on the ice in Ovechkin. But Vegas has the best goalie.
Probably got better leadership on Vegas too.
I think that's fair.
Because it's not all about talent.
No.
Not in the Stanley Cup final.
No. It's about leadership. It's about morale.
If I watched
momentum.
a little more this year, and I didn't, I think I'd be a little more sure of myself. But I hope I'm wrong. I'm really rooting for the Knights.
I lived in Vegas for a decade.
I mean, it's like the Knights. It's like so many people have proven wrong about the team, about putting the thing. This is they fucking the Stanley Cup, like everything about. I didn't want. I told you I was pissed and moaning before. I'll tell you what. Before I was screaming and bloody murder about putting a team in Las Vegas.
He hated it. When that team was drafted, there's not too many times because I've only been around hockey for like 6-7 years. Mm-hmm. So I don't get embarrassed by my lack of knowledge very often. Mm. But I came to you when they got drafted and I said, Tommy, look at this team. Isn't this a good team? And you told me I was wrong.
Well, I mean, no, I didn't think it was a bad team. I just think it didn't matter if it was a good team or not.
Yeah. But I just was like, God, I'm really stupid. I just felt really dumb. They got
like 3 Stanley Cups. Like, or already hit what, two, 3 Stanley Cups already?
Was their big player. But I mean,
but they always get, and when they would do expansion, they always get a big goalie unless there's 2 in 1 year. You know?
And they lost their first 3 goalies and then to go like their 4th. Oh. They're crazy. Absolutely crazy. To move off from hockey for a second, though.
I mean, they're already saying like if they win, where does it rank? And I'll say right behind the 1980 Olympic win.
It's not just in hockey. If they win, it's one of the top 3.
It's one of the biggest. Well, that's not a pro sport too, because they wasn't. The Olympic win was a pro, but they were essentially up against
all
pro
sports.
team.
I'm talking all sports. This is.
It was funny. I told my dad, I was like, "This is an expansion team." It didn't seem to have the impact on him, but he just said the closest team to do that was the Florida Marlins. Well, they was 3 years in, right?
Some assholes are pointing out the fact that St. Louis technically did this in 1962.
But they didn't win a cup.
They did win a cup.
No, St. Louis never won a cup.
Somebody did. Somebody came in, and I can't remember, but Kornheiser was talking about this. So here's why I know it.
No, so it won't be the first time.
It was. So technically, it's not the first time, but somebody had to come out from that division because there was the original
but the thing is, like, the original 6, but I mean, the 12th team, I mean, it's still really deep.
Six, so somebody had to come out from that division. It had to be.
Who won that? It wasn't St. Louis. I know that.
Yeah, it might not have been, but or it became St. Louis or something like that. It's weird. I don't know who it was.
Because
I can't remember who it was.
Expansion was Quebec, Hartford.
Who was it?